Hey everybody, I wanted to pop in here and give you a little message about journaling. I get a lot of questions about my journaling because it's been a practice of mine since I was probably 9 or maybe even younger. And yes, of course, there are weeks and sometimes months where I fall off of the practice. But if you're watching on YouTube, I'm holding up a huge handful of journals, and this is not even all of them. I have filled so many journals, and I know a lot of people really want to get into this practice and just can't seem to have the discipline to do it. So I wanted to give you a little bit of my advice on this practice because it's been so transformative for me in a lot of different ways. So first off, I want to say that this is maybe not going to be for everybody. There's different tools that each person is going to resonate with. And for me, journaling just works most of the time. For you, it might be talking out loud. Okay. And this is something that I also do. I heard once that thinking about something is not necessarily effective because when we think, our thoughts are stumbling over each other. We think too quickly to process things properly. So by the time I have completed this one thought, I'm already on to the fourth or fifth thought, right? And so this opposite goes for journaling. Sometimes when I write, if I am overthinking, if I'm a quick thinker, I'm writing one sentence and I'm already on thought 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? So it might be a bit too slow to process, and especially at first, it feels that way. And so talking is like this really beautiful middle ground, and that's why I have a meditation called, I think it's called Connecting to Your Higher Self or something like that, and that's really the practice that changed and transformed my life, that had me start to teach meditation and just become so much more grounded and clear and connected to myself and my higher power. So I strongly recommend starting with talking, especially if journaling feels like a lot. But, and this is the main point that I wanted to make today, is that if sitting down and writing feels like overwhelming for you, it's probably because you're acting like you're writing a book about your life. This is not an autobiography. We don't want to be journaling for the sole purpose of being able to go back and read our old entries. And a lot of people I find that people are super jealous that I have all these recollections and memories written down. And I'm like, dude, I do not want to read these. My journals are not truth. They are not proper documentations. They are outpours of emotion that I was processing at the time. A lot of times they're exaggerated, they are dark, they are just the consciousness that I'm working through at that moment. Okay, so if you want to journal because you want documentation, that's going to be a different practice altogether. When we talk about journaling as a means for self-development, it's likely gonna be messy, okay? And we wanna be able to take this day by day, because if you're not in a practice of journaling and you're going to be skipping days, weeks, sometimes months at a time, we cannot get caught up in the fact that, oh, I have to catch my journal up, okay? It's not a therapist. It's not someone that you need to make sure all the details are in there before, outpouring, right? It's a journal. Use it as such, right? Whatever you need to write in that moment. Okay, so we have to be super present with our journaling process and use it like this, right? Journaling is taking out the trash. It's taking out the trash. And if you can simply arrive at your journal in that moment and let whatever needs to come through, come up and out, you're going to find that this practice becomes something you want to do more often. Not because you have these really beautiful journals that are now filled with all your memories. No, because your brain is much more clear, because you don't have all of this jumbled up information every morning and every night. And you can actually get it out of your brain and have a little bit more peace throughout your day. You know where you're headed, you know what you're up to, and you know that you're having these thoughts that maybe aren't valid or, truth for you. I can especially use this to get some thoughts out that I don't want to be talking about. I don't want to be taking action on, right? I just did a 3-day water fast, and then afterwards felt called to do a no gossip and no negative self-talk fast, which I'm still on because every time I do it, I have to start over from day one. And it's been really difficult, but I'm noticing that it's easier when I get all that yucky stuff out in my journal. And I know some people have a hesitation to getting things out that way because of superstition, right? It feels like if we write it down, then it becomes real, then we manifest it. No, when you internalize it, you are manifesting it. Okay, so it's okay to talk about stuff. It's okay to get it out of there, even if it feels really yucky, really dark, really messy. Your journal is not going to judge you. This is a safe practice for you, and it's a transformative one. So get into it. Don't worry about yesterday, what happened last week. Don't worry about every moment that led up to this moment. Just start today with what you need to talk about and process in this moment. Okay, so I hope that helped. Let me know if you started a journaling practice. Make sure that you get pens that you like writing with. That's another little hack. You have to enjoy this process, okay? Figure out if you like it more during the day, if you like it more at night before you go to sleep, if you like it on your break at work, right? So really make it individual. I hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you guys in the next video or track. Many blessings. Aho, amen. As my friend Jabuela says, garlic tambien. Bye, guys.